Yeah, what's up, Brooklyn? Yeah. First off, I want to thank Kendrick Lamar for those beautiful words. Kendrick Lamar is one of the best that ever did it, and it's not a doubt in my mind that he'll be on this stage one day in the future being inducted. You feel me? So yeah, it's been 30 years, exactly 30 years since we formed the group N.W.A. Back then, we weren't thinking about fame or fortune or anything like that. We were just some kids in the studio having fun, recording, you know what I mean? And these guys right here, these are the first people that I had the opportunity to record with before any business was involved. You know what I mean? Imagine that, recording with no business involved. And I'm quite sure everybody in the music industry, especially those that make music, understand how precious those times are, you know? Back then, yeah, feel that. Back then, there were a lot of people against us and had problems with what we were saying, and I get it, I understand. You know, they weren't ready for us. The name of our group alone is shocking. Niggas with attitudes, you feel me? Wish this was taller. But this is proof. This is proof to all the kids out there growing up in places similar to Compton that anything is possible. You feel me? And me and the guys standing right here, we're absolutely no different or better than any of you. Feel me? Feel me? You just have to find that thing that's special about you that distinguishes you from all the others and apply true talent, hard work, and passion, and anything can happen. Now I'd like to talk about one of the first people who believed in me, the first person to invest in my talent. Me and this guy used to argue all the time in the studio, but at the end of the day, we both realized that we were out for the same goal, and that was to make great music. And I'm talking about Eazy-E. Make some noise for Eazy-E. Yeah, I'd like to thank Eric Wright. There's no way that we would be on this stage right now as N.W.A. being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame without him. Real talk. Also would like to thank all the artists that I collaborated with throughout my career. These guys are like my angels, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say your names, there's too many of you guys, but you know who you are. I feel like I've made some really great tracks throughout my career, but without their voices, these tracks would be nothing, you know? I definitely wanna thank these guys standing behind me, Ice Cube, MC Ren, DJ Yella. Gotta thank my bros for a lifetime of great memories. I'd like to thank my legal team. Where are you? I know you're out there. Yeah, Howard King, Peter Paterno, thank you for keeping the snakes off my back. You feel me? Ashley Palmer, thank you. Now, I'm not gonna take up too much more time. I just wanna thank all the people that gave me life, changed my life, and saved my life. First, I'd like to thank my mother, in my opinion, one of the strongest people on this planet. I'd like to thank her for keeping me on the straight and narrow and not allowing the streets of Compton to swallow me, you know. I'd like to thank the person that changed my life, Jimmy Iovine. Real talk. Seriously, my life would not be what it is today without his guidance and advice. And I would like to thank the person that saved my life. Really, my wife, Nicole. Yeah. It's a 100% fact that I wouldn't be here without her. Thank you, babe. I love you. And I'd like to finish by saying thank you to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and everybody responsible for inducting us. This is a great honor. I really appreciate it. I've always dreamed about this. Man, thank you so much. One love.
First of all, I'd like to thank God, the man that blessed me, that blessed all of us and all of you to be here tonight for this, you know, all the rock and roll groups, everybody. I would just want to say thank you, God. I'd like to thank Cube, Ren, Dre, and my long-lost buddy, Eazy-E. I mean, it was very, emotional when he passed years ago. He was a great friend, good business partner. He just brung the light. He had the money, of course, but but we did something right here is a fraternity that nobody can buy in, lie in, cheat their way in. It's only us, and it's for life, for the rest of our lives. Eazy here is here in spirit. I'd like to thank a couple of women. Tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank Eazy's mother right here. Come up here. This is my new mom now. I call her mom all the time. You ready to go to the casino, mama? And I'd like to thank another Miss Wright, Tamika Wright. I'd like to thank you very much. I'd like to thank my wife, 2.5 years. Take a picture, honey. That is my soulmate for the rest of my life. I'd like to thank, the group broke up 1991, and it's so crazy, the group was put on pause. 26 years later, Universal woke us up with a movie called Straight Outta Compton. And I'd like to thank all the actors, especially you, Shay, all the actors, Corey, Jason, Aldis, and my character, Neil Brown, for doing a wonderful job on the movie. I thank you for that. It was a great movie. And I also like to thank Lonzo's girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. But I really just like to thank all the fans, not just the fans that voted us for the past 4 years to get here, but the fans, not even the new fans that just seen the movie and became fans all over the world, but all the fans, even the original fans from back in the swap meet at the Rhodium with Steve Yano. I want to thank everybody that hated us, loved us, or liked us. I want to say thank you, God bless you, and thank you, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
First off, I want to say all praise is due to God. I want to thank the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I want to thank my group, Dre, Cube, Yella, especially Eazy. Without his vision, we wouldn't be up here tonight. I want to thank my parents, my wife Yasmin, my kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank all the great hip-hop groups that came before us and laid the blueprint that was inspirational and a big influence to us and the hip-hop culture. I want to say thank you to them. Thank you to all the fans. And I want to say to Mr. Gene Simmons, hip-hop is here forever. Get used to it. Get used to it.
Leave that.
Peace.
We supposed to be here.
Yeah, yay. Thank you. Wow, man, this is real, very exciting for us. We're very humble tonight. We've come a long way, from being so hated, even in the industry, to making it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So it shows that you believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing. Nobody can stop you. You can only stop yourself, and that's what got us here, and I'm very grateful and humble tonight. I'd like to thank my parents, Doris, Hosey Jackson, my brothers and sisters, Clyde, Pat, Sophie, for putting up with them turntables and them Serum Vegas and them speakers and all that damn noise we was making. I'd like to thank my my lovely wife, Kimberly, who's been there since day one, through the thick, the thin, and the thick again. And my kids, Daryl, O'Shea Jr., Karima, and Sharif. Thank you for putting up with this crazy life of mine and entertainment, this crazy schedule. You guys make everything normal for me. You guys make everything normal, and I love y'all for that. Hey, you don't make it to the hall by yourself. I'd like to thank Sir Jinx for teaching me how to rap on beat. I'd like to thank Pat Charbonnet, my first manager, who told me to watch out for Jerry Heller's ass. I'd like to thank Michael Ashburn for also helping me through that time. I'd like to thank Lee Young, who's been with me for, it seemed like my whole career, and he's walked me through this crazy business. I'd like to thank people like Donovan Smith. I'd like to thank, people like Brian Turner, Mark Cerami, Big Bass Brian, Madeline Smith, and these guys back here, man. Starting with Dr. Dre. Man, thank you so much, Dre. I wouldn't be here without you at all. And thank you for believing in a 15-year-old B-boy, letting me ditch school and hang out with you and make music. Stay in school, kids, goddammit. MC Ren, who's always the ruthless villain. He's our temperament in N.W.A. He's our conscience. He keeps us on track. DJ Yella, man, thank you, man, he kept it fun, as you can see. DJ Yella kept it fun, even when the whole world seemed like it was against us. DJ Yella was just like, fuck that, where the party at? And we love him for that. I want to thank DOC, who's, he's a member of N.W.A. too, because he helped write a lot of lyrics. I know Ice Cube gets a lot of the credit, but it was a team effort with me, Ren, DOC, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E. And so I want to acknowledge DOC for being down for so long, and I wish he was here. Yo, and to the man, the late great, often imitated, but never duplicated, Easy motherfucking E. This is his vision. He wanted us to be honest. He wanted us to be truthful, say what we feel. He didn't care if we got any record play. He didn't even care if we got signed to a major label. All he cared about was for our story to be recognized and heard. So we love Eazy. We miss him. I think about him all the time because, he was such a smart businessman and he knew the pulse of the people. So we're gonna miss Eazy-E, and we're grateful to his family for allowing us to do the Straight Outta Compton movie. And we just feel blessed for Eazy-E's life, and I hope we all remember him forever. Now, the question is, are we rock and roll? And I say you're goddamn right, we rock and roll. See, Rock and roll is not an instrument. Rock and roll is not even a style of music. Rock and roll is a spirit. It's a spirit. It's been going since the blues, jazz, bebop, soul, R&B, rock and roll, heavy metal, punk rock, and yes, hip hop. And what connects us all is that spirit. That's what connects us all, that spirit. Rock and roll is not conforming to the people who came before you, but creating your own path in music and in life. That is rock and roll, and that is us. So, rock and roll is not conforming. Rock and roll is outside the box, and rock and roll is N.W.A. I want to thank everybody who helped induct us into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I just want to tell the world, damn, that shit was dope. Thank you.